Eamonn Holmes and Ruth Langsford have been living separate lives as far back as 2022, but the truth is very different, claims TV couple's pals. The popular TV couple Eamonn Holmes and Ruth Langsford's split is undoubtedly fresh, say close friends. Contrary to some circulating rumors which insist the pair have led entirely separate lives since 2022, they have in fact been fully supporting each other before what's being called the past few months. Both Eamonn and Ruth have faced significant personal hurdles over recent years, including bereavement, workplace stress and health complications, navigating these issues whilst living together. Despite speculation, GB News anchor Eamonn and Loose Women and QVC presenter Ruth commenced the year sharing their Weybridge-based home in Surrey. Begging to differ with claims the couple separated as far back as 2 years or 6 months ago, one confidant noted, "Their breakup has been very recent and only happened in the past few months. At the beginning of the year they were living together and working in the normal patterns, except for when Eamonn was off for reasons relating to his health," reports The Mirror. The source added, "To suggest that this has all been going on for years is simply wrong. It hasn't. They have been juggling things and getting by as they have for a very long time. Their marriage broke down very recently, and while it is a sad time for them both, they are absolutely determined to keep things amicable." They were further criticized suggestions that Ruth is instigating the divorce. "That's not the case, but whatever has caused them to divorce is private," stated a friend, adding it's between them. Express.co.uk has contacted Eamonn Holmes and Ruth Langsford's representatives for comment. Eamonn and Ruth, both aged 64, have faced their fair share of turmoil in recent years, including the GB News presenter's health struggles encompassing chronic back pain, a hefty tax bill predicament, and the heartbreaking loss of his mother in 2022. In October 2022, Eamonn's situation deteriorated significantly after a fall at home during his recovery from the earlier back surgery. The unplanned tumble resulted in a broken shoulder. The following year, Eamonn publicly recounted how his wife had been with him during this distressing incident, which was triggered when his legs collapsed underneath him. He detailed, "I was on a curve of the stairs, and I just went back down the stairs. Boom, boom, boom down the whole staircase until I hit the stone floor in the hallway." Describing the painful aftermath, he said, "Blood was pouring out my mouth, and a bone was sticking out my shoulder." Ruth came rushing down the stairs. She kept saying, "You're fine, everything's okay, you're fine." I said, "Ruthie, there is a bone sticking out of my shoulder. I'm not fine." Their ordeal did not stop there, as they had to wait 4 hours for an ambulance to arrive once Ruth made that critical call. Recounting the agonizing wait, Eamonn explained, "Ruthie put a pillow under my head and sat with me in the hall, and we tried to sleep." In spite of their trials, the resilient couple were seen enjoying their son Jack's 21st birthday celebrations the subsequent month in February. By the end of 2023, they were getting into the festive spirit despite Eamonn's persistent health concerns, something Ruth acknowledged they were learning to manage. "Being a carer is not always easy, but when someone you love needs help, you step up," she shared with a magazine. Ruth has faced her own challenges, including the tragic suicide of her sister Julia in 2019. She now cares for her elderly mother, who suffers from Alzheimer's and resides in a care home near Ruth's residence. Throughout these trials, she has been caring for Eamonn, who has struggled with mobility due to his bad back and a double hip replacement in 2016. Eamonn has been looked after and cared for by Ruth for a very long time, a friend revealed. "How would she have been able to do that if they had not been together? It would be impossible. She has been there for him all this time." The split is a recent development, not one that's been secretly going on for years. Eamonn expressed dissatisfaction with how he and his spouse were treated by ITV when Dermot O'Leary and Alison Hammond took over their spots on This Morning in 2020. Regardless, both Eamonn and Ruth have continued to forge ahead with their careers. Eamonn Helms' GB News breakfast show daily from 6 a.m., while Ruth continues to grace loose women with her presence. Throughout their careers, they've shown unwavering support for each other's endeavors. Eamonn has often voiced his pride for her thriving fashion business, via QVC, which now enters its 6th year. Ruth, on the other hand, is known to chip in while he's on air with contributions made through messages.